Hi guys, this is Jim, Life Coach. This is the fourth installment of the Quarantine Life series. On this episode, we've got Celena. Celena's going to let us know about how she's been adapting. She's got 2 sons and she's found another way of getting around the education system, or lack thereof at the moment. I'm not going to talk too long because I want to get into it, but I just wanted to say I hope you guys are safe and thank you for your support during this time, alright? It's not a long edition, this one, but the next 2 will be slightly longer and they will detail other ways that other parents have adapted to quarantine life in this time. So hopefully that'll be up soon. I want to thank everybody who's contributed to this series so far. And guys, man, I couldn't do it without you. So thank you so much. But let's dive now into this week's episode. And this is Celena. And this is her quarantine life. I am GM, the life coach.
Hi, I'm Celena Isaac. I live in Vauxhall. I think quarantine period has been actually something that's been a very new developing thing for parents, because obviously there are some parents that have been wanting to homeschool for some time now. However, because of all the dynamics that come with it, it's hard to put it into that positioning to really think, okay, I'm not going to work, I'm going to be home with my child. And we all know children are not easy. So it's something that with this pandemic, which nobody would have predicted could have happened within this period, within this time, it's sprung upon us and we've all had to get into positioning, literally, for ourselves as well as our children. So, I mean, my experience of it, I've been staying with my mother for this period. And I've got 2 children, 2 boys. So we have a book where it's kind of part examination and part practice. So it's been really good because you take control of what you do with your children. And I think I would say that's the side of schooling. Obviously, we all know that school is it's a savior in the sense of, your child could leave the home, go to school, and there is a side of it where you have to put your trust into the educational system, literally, that they could even manage your child, because all of our children have different personalities. But, I think it's an amazing thing that we have. We could send our children to school. However, being in this quarantine period, we are taking control of what we're doing. So I made up a sort of like a part examination. It's in this booklet. It's in one of my boys' Star Wars book, but we made it into, a work practice book. So you don't, I have heard of other people that they're using all different books to work from. It's entirely up to people how they do things. But I've just used one book, one book. Like Mike Nas says, that all you need is one mic, all you need is one book. And literally, we've divided it into half. And the kids will just practice. I'm just looking through it now. We've done practice words and then say it, spell it. So mummy would have to say it, the child would spell it. And it's like a quick, and obviously I'll put it on a timer, and so there's all different things that you could do within this period to do with the work. Obviously, many of you parents will know as well, you would just go onto the school website and they have the year groups that you could choose from. So I'm just hoping that everyone's found it relatively okay. And we have to hand it to our children. We really do. They've been thrown into a situation that none of us could have even imagined. And I really feel our children have been doing really well. So I'm hoping that all the parents out there have just found their own specific ways of how they've been doing it. I thought I'll mention the part examination and part practice, because it's, I think it's not to scare your child to think, I'm going to be doing an exam, but it's all about testing and testing their boundaries and pushing them a little bit further as they are at home. And you've got control over that. So, wishing everyone well.
GM, the life coach. Only on Speaker.com, YouTube, Spotify, Google and Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, and Castbox. Like, share, and subscribe now.